What's up everyone, IPlayVidya here, back for a limited time only to deliver a little update for you. So recently, some of you may have noticed over in the community tab, I posted a little poll asking would you guys be interested in live streams here on YouTube? And overwhelmingly, y'all have said yes. Y'all have said you would definitely be interested in live streams here on YouTube, which is good to hear because starting in October, I do plan on switching from live streaming on Twitch to live streaming on YouTube. Now, some of you may jump to the conclusion that this is solely because of Twitch's recent decision, but it's not that. I started live streaming on Twitch back in 2019, back in almost exactly 3 years ago, because it was September of 2019. And at the time, the YouTube channel wasn't much bigger either. This was, several months before I ever played, Muv-Luv Extra, which would be the big playthrough that would really spark this channel's growth. So the channel was still small. We were still under 100 subs even. Fuck, we might have even been under 50 at that point. So, YouTube itself, the YouTube channel here wasn't much bigger at that point. So they were kind of on even footing, and now you look at where we are 3 years later, and the YouTube channel, like I said, Muv-Luv came, sparked huge growth in this channel, and I've been lucky to have it grow continually since. And Twitch, it's been very stagnant. It has grown, sure, but it feels like I've made very little progress there. Like, with YouTube, even in the early years, within those first few years, before I played Muv-Luv and this channel blew up more than I thought it ever would, I could still see growth on the channel. I could still see it moving. Whereas with Twitch, it just feels like it doesn't move at all. It just feels like it's grown very stagnant. So, I don't know. I just feel less motivated to do it, honestly. Less motivated to do it there, I should be more specific. And then it doesn't help that Twitch constantly makes policy changes and just makes moves that seem to only ever fuck over not only the creators but also the viewers. YouTube has its flaws as well. YouTube's not perfect, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying in any way, shape, or form that YouTube is perfect and we should, everyone should praise YouTube for its amazing ways. No, far from it. But when you think of the issues YouTube has, it almost feels like Twitch has it worse. Like, people get upset about copyright claims in music, whereas whole VODs and streams will get shut down over on Twitch, or your VODs will get entirely muted. Whereas YouTube, they get claimed, but your videos usually are fine. And now there's even rumors that YouTube is going to introduce a feature to where creators could potentially license music so that they could still, not have their videos as fucked over, which is pretty big. And then people get mad about ads that play before YouTube videos, but YouTube has skippable ads, and usually it's 1 to 2. In extreme cases, you might have 3. That seems to be a very rare occurrence. But then you look over at Twitch, and you can get 5 to 6, sometimes up to 7 and 8 unskippable ads in a row before ever seeing a live stream, which is fucking gross. And with their recent policy changes, they've essentially been pushing for streamers to run more ads. They want the big name streamers to run more ads on their streams, and that's just fucking disgusting. And obviously, both companies have issues outside of that. Recently on YouTube there was the whole Corey Kenshin drama that happened, which that's very reprehensible. Whoever or whatever department was in charge of whatever was going on there, they fucked up big, and that was disgusting. But Twitch obviously isn't without its fair share of controversy. In big news, you had the streamer who was caught, fucking on stream, and then got a slap on the wrist and banned for a week, and then they got to come back and just keep doing what they're doing. So yeah, both platforms definitely have their fuck ups, some more extreme than others, but I just honestly, at the end of the day, I feel like YouTube is the better platform for me. If we want to look at just numbers, obviously the larger audience here on YouTube, and I feel more motivation to do it here I'd enjoy it more doing it here than I would continuing to do it on Twitch, honestly. Like, even before this big policy change in Twitch, this was still something that was in my mind, something about switching over. After seeing the positive feedback from the community poll, I have definitely locked into the fact that starting in October, I will be live streaming here on YouTube and, walking away from Twitch. Now, for those of you who don't have a general idea of what my streams are like, there's essentially two different kind of streams that I do. I have short streams and long streams. Short streams are, 2 to 3 hours. It can be anything, right? I play a lot of Project Diva, which is the, Hatsune Miku rhythm game, because I love rhythm games. It's a game I really enjoy. It's a game I'm somewhat decent at, so, it's probably, somewhat entertaining to watch. I don't know. I can't speak from the viewer's perspective, but that's definitely one I play quite often on short streams. But like I said, it can be anything. Sometimes I'll replay games I've done full playthroughs of before. Sometimes I'll play games that don't really have like a start and finish. They're just games you just kind of play whenever you have the opportunity to play them. Recently, during short streams, I've been doing some arcade runs in Umineko Golden Fantasia, which I know is probably something some of you might like to see. And then there's longer streams, which is usually for full playthroughs. Normally what I do is I stream 5 to 6 hours, then I take that VOD, chop it up into roughly hour-long segments, and then re-upload those as videos to YouTube, which I am going to continue going forward. Just because I know after a stream's done, people are less likely to watch, this big 5 to 6 hour VOD just for playthrough, whereas, the hour-long chunks definitely tend to do better, and I feel like that's definitely more of what people would rather have. So I will still do that. So what will happen is the VOD will stay up, until I have those videos cut up and edited, and then once I start uploading them, I'll then private the VOD. I won't totally delete it, just in case there's any issues with the videos and I may need to re-download it for whatever reason. And there's definitely a good amount of games I'm looking forward to replaying. Here in October, I'm doing my annual replay of the Mass Effect trilogy, just because I don't go a year without playing the Mass Effect trilogy. That's just me, that's just what I do. Normally I replay it in November because, November 7th, that's N7 Day, baby. But this year I'm starting a month early because in November we're going to have God of War Ragnarok, which is a game I'm very much looking forward to. The new Pokemon game is going to be coming out. Once again, very much looking forward to it, and I know that Pokemon has performed well here on the channel in the past, so I know some of you are probably looking forward to it as well. Then I've been meaning to play Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes for a while now. There's also a new Fire Emblem game coming out in January. In February, we got a new game from RGG. We got Like a Dragon Ishin coming out, which fucking mad hyped for that. There's so many good things coming out in the near future that I'm very looking forward to doing full playthroughs of. And some of you might be wondering, like, how are the streams scheduled? Well, honestly, I don't have a set stream schedule. I have to plan my recording sessions and live streams all around my actual work schedule, which is not a set thing. It varies from week to week, so therefore my recording sessions and live streams vary from week to week. I never know what day is going to be what. There are 4 times that I tend to go live at. There's not really one that's more likely than the other. And that's noon, 5 p.m., 7 p.m., and midnight. And that's in U.S. Central Time. Translate that to your specific time zone how you will. Noon is a toss-up. It can either be a short stream or a long stream. 5 p.m. is most definitely going to be a longer stream. 7 p.m., like noon, is kind of a 50-50. Could be short, could be long. Never really know for sure until you're in there. And if it's midnight, it's absolutely a short stream. We don't do long streams at midnight. No, that don't happen. I mean, it has happened, but nowadays I try not to do that. And of course, as always, if there's anything you'd like to see out of these streams, certain games you'd like to see me play, or just certain other things you'd like to see me try on these streams, by all means, leave any recommendations below. I'm always reading comments. I'm always looking to see what you guys recommend. And also, while we're talking updates, I might as well say the model has a new outfit, so yeah, that's cool. But yeah, like I said, that's gonna do it for this video. So thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see y'all in whatever it is I show up in next. Till then, peace.